It is the stuff of science fiction and James Bond. Strap on a jetpack and fly like a bird over a deep gorge in Colorado. Rick Sallinger of our Denver station KCNC has the story.
1,500 feet across from cliff to cliff, 1,000 chilling feet down to the bottom of the Royal Gorge. And Eric Scott was not using a parachute.
You're going to see me on the other side. This isn't that Evel Knievel, just get a bunch of media out here and screw it up gig,
It's going to be sweet. It's going to be epic, dude. It's going to be an epic ride.
I hope he survives.
This stuntman and former Air Force para-rescuer uses hydrogen peroxide-filled tanks to create a propellant of steam. He claims to have made 700 successful launches. A lot of people might dream about one day becoming Buck Rogers or James Bond, but for Eric Scott, that fantasy is his life. This time risking it all in the name of a world record and promotion of an energy drink. 21 seconds of suspense for spectators who watched heart in hand.
Oh man, flying without an airplane around him is phenomenal.
Can't say enough about how good it is to be standing on terra firma. Concrete never felt so good.
For this rocket man from Denver, it was just another day at the office. Rick Sallinger for CBS News at the Royal Gorge, Colorado.
And he is here for an exclusive interview here on The Early Show. Jetpack man Eric Scott, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
That was just yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it was.
Holy cow. How long have you been flying this thing?
Doing this for close to 16 years now.
16 years and how many, hundreds and hundreds of flights?
Yeah, just over 800 at this point.
Yeah. What made you think, let's go, because the Royal Gorge, for those who are unfamiliar, really wide, unbelievably deep. What made you think I can get over this thing?
Well, at Go Fast Sports and Beverage, we have the Go Fast Games there every year, which is a weekend of base jumping and bungee jumping. And being with Go Fast and flying the Go Fast jetpack, I basically stood the rim of the canyon a few times and said, I'm going to try to fly it over this a little ways. And then did that for 2 years. And this year I actually flew from a point of the bridge over to one of the rims of the canyon.
Oh, okay.
And at that point, I just kind of made the decision, I think this machine can get there.
If you could go that far, then maybe I can, because the thing people need to realize is when you're on this jetpack, the maximum amount of time you can be up is what, 30 seconds?
Correct.
There's enough fuel for 30 seconds. In your calculations, how long did you think it was going to take you to get all the way over that gorge?
Without wanting to tell the media or anything, I was expecting it to be a 25 to 29 second flight for the most part.
Boy, now if it had been 29,
would have been right.
That would have been tough. No parachute?
Correct.
Did you give any thought whatsoever to maybe I ought to, have a little bit of a safety net on this thing?
Yeah, people kept saying, Eric, if you want to put a parachute on, that's fine. It's more so, it's a chemical reaction engine, so it works that way, and it works beautifully every time. In 800 flights, the machine's never failed on me. There's a lot of variables with wind and such, but
sure. It looks like you had a perfect day, too.
It was a very beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, you're over the deepest part of the gorge, 12 seconds into your flight, and you're thinking what?
I'm picking up enough speed. I think I'm going to get over there.
And you get over in 23 seconds. You land on the ground, and your first thought was?
Man, I couldn't. My hands were just trembling.
Were they really?
Yeah. When I approached the far rim of the canyon, I got a little gust of wind, and I kind of just overcorrected. You see my legs kind of flip around a little bit there.
Yeah.
And well, I saw that inflatable Go Fast banner at the end. I was like, if anything, I can bounce off of that thing if something goes wrong.
Well, it was really cool. Everybody in the country was watching, and we are very happy that you are back on the ground safe and sound.
Appreciate it.
Really, really cool stuff. And it runs on hydrogen peroxide, right?
Correct, yeah.
So you had enough, 5 or 6 seconds left of hydrogen peroxide?
Correct.
Could you bring it with next time, and maybe we could do something with Dave's hair?
Maybe some highlights.
Yeah, we'll hook the crew up, no problem.
There you go. Really cool stuff.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Really great.